sometimes I feel like that I am quickly becoming the pastor to the remnant, the pastor to the set apart people, or the pastor or I'm a pastor or a shepherd to those who cannot find truth in these Christian churches. And some of the questions that I get is literally appalling to me. And the reason why it's appalling is because I can tell that the church has been teaching people what they call the Bible, but the truth is they haven't been teaching the people the Bible. They've been teaching them church dogma. They've been teaching them church traditions. And just because you have been believing something and doing something for a very, very long time, it doesn't mean that it's right. I'm going to answer this again for the umpteen thousand times, maybe for new subscribers or someone out there needs to know. And realize this, that we live in a world that people love contention. They love to contend about what they believe to be truth. They just don't want to read the Bible and investigate the law to see what it says. But this is the truth. The question is this. Is Pastor Dowell, if my spouse commits adultery against me, can I divorce them? Is that not a valid question of the day? Is it not a valid question according to Western settler, occupier, European Christian thought pattern? Because after all, when you hear that question, you've already got stuff framed and shaped and formed in your minds. Now, first of all, okay, the Bible, I understand. The reason why I'm chuckling here is because I understand the struggle of the mindset when you already have a preconceived ideal or notion in it. You know what I mean? You have to first understand eisegesis and exegesis, in which most people don't even know the real true meaning or proper interpretation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask a question, then I'm going to give you the answer. Because the law is the first 5 books of the Bible. All right, that's the law. The law is Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy. All right. Now, that's not the order they're written. They're really written in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, right? Or from the Hebraic persuasion, Bereshit, Shemot, Vayikra, Bamidbar, and Davarim. Okay. That is the law. Now, that is the law written by the custodian of the law, Moshe, in the English vernacular, Moses. Then you have the prophets. Now, the prophets did not disagree in any way, shape, fashion, or form with the law. Because the law is the law. It's the constitution of the Hebrew Israelite people, which just happened to be one family on the face of the planet Earth. And that family, they come from Jacob. They were charged to give out this law to the nations. All right? But first they had to be right themselves. Now, according to the law, okay? Listen to me, according to the law, divorce was not the answer for adultery. You know what the answer was? Death. That was the divorce. Death. Stoning to death. That is the Hebrew law, and that is the answer for divorce. Or let's say someone that is a cheating spouse. So you see, in other words, they did not get divorced. If you committed adultery against your spouse, the law says the penalty is death. Wouldn't that be nice? Would that not be nice if we could actually do that today? I mean, because after all, here in this country, we said in 1983 Public Law 97-280. Go punch it in and Google and look it up. Or just go on the .gov website and look it up for yourself. We said that the Bible is the law of the land. That's what we said. But then, watch this. We have people suited and booted wearing black suits called the Supreme Court. They decide to legalize something that the law, according to Scripture, condemns. And the reason is because too many times more often than not, courts rule wrong. Period. So, can you get divorced if your spouse commits adultery on you? Going straight from the law, the answer was death. Because what is divorce? Separation. I personally think that is a righteous law that should be implemented today. I think that if anybody commits adultery on their spouse, they should be put before a firing squad and shot to death. You know what happened then? We will put away the evil from among us. What would you think would happen to America if we just started giving everybody the death penalty for breaking this law? Do you think that people would be compelled to be obedient to this law and be righteous then, knowing that a death sentence is coming? So you see, it has to do with, because what people want to do is they want to go jump to Jesus. And Jesus clearly told you, don't you even think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I didn't come to destroy, I came to fulfill it. I came to bring it to its fullness. So now you have a cadence written in penmanship. And of course, Jeremiah 8:8 says, surely the penmanship of the scribes is in vain. And you got people trying to rewrite the Bible, redo everything, when the law clearly states Christ didn't come to change the law. Why? Because he gave the law to Moses. Because he said in John the 8th chapter, before Abraham was, I am. Well, I hope I said something to stimulate thought. I know I just got finished raining on your parade. I personally can't wait till the kingdom come. Because if this was to take place in the kingdom, we would kill you. And I'd be happy. I'm all for the commandments. I am all for it. That if people have the knowledge of the truth and you go out and you transgress that, kill you dead. That's right. And we will put away a lot of evil away from us in this country if we will just follow this righteous law.